Welcome to Homer. Homer is a small town in Alaska situated at the bottom of the Kenai Peninsula. It is one of our favorite places to go during the summers here. The scenery, food, and ocean town vibes are simply amazing. The best part is, you can have a great time here while only spending money on the basics, gas, food, and lodging. In this video, we will do just that and take you along our 3-night camping trip, showing you how you can have a great time in Homer without a huge budget. Here on Ben Cruising Alaska.
Just cruising Alaska, and we're heading down to Homer's on this beautiful morning.
So we're caravanning down right now to Homer. We met up with our friends Steven and Jamie in Anchorage, and our friend Ryan's also going to be heading down a little bit behind us. We're driving along the Turnigan arm right now, which is super scenic. So basically, you just drive south of Anchorage and you'll be on the Turnigan arm. Homer from Anchorage is about like a 4 or 4.5 hour drive. Very popular spot to go. It's Memorial Day weekend, so there'll probably be a fair amount of people down there. Like I said at the beginning of the video, our goal for this trip is to keep it low budget, all things considered. So we're not going out across the bay on a boat or anything. We're not going on any planes. We're camping for this trip, which is a good way to save money. So we're staying at the Lazy J Ranch, which is a hip campsite. If you don't know what hip camp is, it's basically like Airbnb, but for campsites. So if anybody has property and they have enough land that they can actually, make little campsites on it and rent them out, then they do that. And so this place, I want to say, is somewhere around $40 a night, which is a lot cheaper than an Airbnb. And they have running water, toilets, shower, all that. It's probably like 20 or 30 minutes drive outside of Homer. It's in the Fritz Creek area of town. So for this trip, just keeping it low-key budget-wise, and we're kind of hoping that, if anybody wants to follow along with this video, they can go to a lot of these places that we're going to, and you don't really have to spend a lot of money other than getting to Homer and figuring out where you're going to stay. We're almost around the turn here. We're near the Portage Glacier area, and we'll be heading up Turnigan Pass. And then driving through on our way, we're going to stop at the Skyline Lake Road turnoff. It's a nice little scenic road that you can drive. It's gravel, a little bit bumpy, but it's a good place to stop and have lunch. So we went to the grocery store and just picked up some quick things for lunch, and we'll be having lunch on our way there. We'll probably stop after the Skyline Lake Road detour, probably stop in Selatna there real quick. Selatna is a great place to stop if you need any supplies or anything. They have pretty much all the big stores that you'll need. Once you get to Homer, they obviously have a grocery store and other stores, but it's a little bit more expensive down in Homer, so if there's anything you need, I would recommend stopping in Selatna on your way down. So we'll just kind of roll some B-roll here, and we'll keep going on our way.
Say hi, Mishkis.
We just stopped at the Turnigan Pass pull-off. I will link to everything that we do and everywhere that we stop in like a trip itinerary if I can find something that works out well. So this is the turnoff here where you get off the Seward Highway, hop onto the Sterling Highway, and this is what takes us down to Homer. So after we leave Cooper Landing right now, we've got about 15 miles or so, and then we'll get to the Skyline Lake Road turnoff. We're driving the Subaru today. You could do it, honestly, in pretty much any car you want. It's really not that bad of a road. It's a little bumpy, so you just go slow, but it's not like off-roading or anything. It's just a bumpy gravel road. Coming hot. This is the Skyline Lake area, and this is the road right here. Like I said, it's just a gravel road. It's okay, Mishka. The road is pretty dry, and we just got dusted out by that truck in front of us, so we took a little pause here to let them get ahead of us. If you see here, a lot of the trees are barren and dead. and that is because there was a wildfire here. I think it was around 2018 or so. Obviously, it takes quite a while for things to grow back after the wildfire, so a lot of dead and barren trees in this kind of general area here of the Kenai. It's the Kenai Wildlife Refuge is, I think, what this whole area is kind of referred to as. So this road is about 20 miles long, and we will stop about halfway down for lunch and then just kind of keep going. There's definitely a couple bumpy sections. The state is doing maintenance on the road right now as well. So it's May, depending on how much rain you get in the summer and everything, the road can get in worse shape as the summer goes on. If you have a rental car, some rental car companies have it in their agreement that you can't go off pavement. I don't know how they verify that if it happens, but just as a heads up, if you're coming to Alaska, you know, and you're like taking a rental car out of Anchorage to come down on the Kenai Peninsula, you might not be allowed to come down this road, with emphasis on the air quotes. So, you know, just kind of make decisions however you want to make decisions if that's what you're doing. Taking a quick stop here at the Hidden Creek Overlook. It is super barren up at the top here. It's definitely a ton of dead trees over in that area over there. We're kind of cresting the top of this little gravel road here, and then we'll start making our way down. Who's that? Oh, is that Bo? Hey. At the Lower Skyline Lake campground here. Stopping, just eating some lunch. Nice little pull off. Just getting some water.
Like,
oh, they have a drinking fountain off of it?
yeah. Like,
how does that work? Wait,
they
but
say
you're
not
supposed
to drink it.
You gotta boil it while it's in the air. Kids don't float. So we are leaving the Lower Skyline Lake campground area right now. Just ate lunch down there. I'll roll the B-roll of it, but there's like a little bump in the road, and there's some bumps right there too. There's a little rutted out spot in the road back there, but it wasn't so bad. You could just drive around it. So there's kind of some spots like that on the Skyline Lake Road here where it's just a couple little bumpy spots or whatever, but you can usually just work your way around them. You can drive pretty much whatever car you want to drive out here, so it's all good. So we just left our favorite little coffee shack for a protein shake for me and a coffee frozen drink for Jessica. And we are in Selatna here. So we're gonna make a quick stop in Selatna at Wilderness Way and then grab some stuff for camp, start heading down, probably stop at one or two scenic spots on the way down to Homer. Probably just drive straight through Homer to get to our hip camp spot and then set up camp for the night. And we are heading out. Picked up a couple of freeze-dried meals there from inside Wilderness Way, just in case. And a breakfast. Creamy peaches and oats.
I'm tired. Hi, Bob.
Alright, we are heading to the little village of Nilch Chick right here. It's a really nice spot to swing through on your way down to Homer. There's a really cool beach access spot, and on the beach sometimes there's a bunch of bald eagles, so we'll see if there's any bald eagles down there, but this is just a really tiny village. There's a nice little river. This is Nilch Chick right here. Just a old village. Cool little gift shop right there, and there's like a little hotel thing. Yeah, just a really cool little spot. Then there's this little narrow turn in here. A little bit bumpy, bumping around. Oh. It's a little bumpy down this road, so if you have a rental car, definitely don't tell them that you're taking it down here.
Oh, that's an eagle there.
Oh yeah, there's eagles out, yeah. Yeah, there's some eagles out. Just kind of pull off here and soak in the scenery.
Beautiful view.
So we pulled up to the beach here, and this gentleman in the old Dodge Ram is stuck. So we're gonna try to get him unstuck here. His front diff might be gone. We'll get some videos and pictures of the bald eagles and stuff afterwards, but for now we're gonna try to get this guy up here. He's coming out slowly but surely. Just kind of digging a hole in the beach real quick and then he'll straighten out and get out of it. We are almost out here. To close out our nice little beach recovery. Nice. All right, so we got the beach recovery done, and it's gonna take a quick look at some eagles real quick. Throw on the camera with the big lens. So, group of eagles over there. Then there is some up here. Oh, there's two younger ones on the pole, and there's a couple on the beach over here. They're eating something. What are you eating? Alright, so pretty much done looking at the birds here, but I did find a snake, a rare Alaskan snake. If I don't die. I'm gonna go get it and give it to Jessica as a gesture of my love. Do we think she'll like the snake? I think she's gonna love the snake. She just doesn't know it yet. I got you a snake! Snake! Mr. Snake!
The only kind in Alaska.
The only snake in Alaska. The rare Alaskan snake. Snakey? Misha doesn't approve of the snake. Let's see what the dogs think. What do you think of the snake, Bo? Alright. I think he likes it a little bit more than Misha did. Let's go see what Levi thinks. Levi, what do we think of the rare Alaskan snake? Levi is skeptical. He looked mad at first. Oh. Well, it's Levi's snake now. Into the lair it goes. There you go, brother. We are leaving the Nilch Chick right now. Just past the guy actually who's going back to get his boat with his other pickup truck. So we're heading out right now. It was great of Steve to pull him out. Glad that we had the truck there, kill the radio. And we got a little bit of bird seeing in, but some children were throwing rocks at the eagles, and then somebody yelled at them. But by the time that we got the guy out of his, the situation that he was in, a lot of the eagles had kind of up and left from the children throwing rocks at them. So I got some videos and then came back down, got some photos of the birds as well. Heading back on to the highway here. I will gladly say that everything we've done so far, other than paying for food and gas, was free. So going down the Skyline Lake Road, say that 5 times fast. Going down the Skyline Lake Road was at no cost to us. We just ate lunch there, nice little detour. Going down to the Nilch Chick beach where we were, we actually have turned a slight profit, maybe not a profit, because the gas for Steve's truck is really expensive, but the dude actually did pay Steven $40 for getting him out. So we're actually not profiting on this trip, but we're not losing as much as we thought. So this is how you do things on a budget. You have a friend with an F-350 who can tow somebody off the beach, and the overall trip is now up $40 compared to what it would have been. And we're
got beer money.
businessmen. Now we got beer money, and we're businessmen doing business. So we're gonna go into Homer here pretty shortly, and then stop real quick just for some last minute things at the grocery store. Jamie needs some stuff. So after we get there though, it's probably about like half an hour from Homer to the campsite. It's kind of a drive to the campsite, but it's a really nice campsite. We stayed there last year. It's well worth it. It's really cool. It's on a ranch. The scenery is absolutely amazing. So probably about another half hour or so from Homer. So we're just gonna get into Homer here, stop at Safeway, go to the campsite, set up camp, make burgers, and enjoy the rest of our day, and then pick up tomorrow. So we will see you at camp. We are at the Lazy J Ranch. Oh, see Gabe down there? So we are out here, we made it to the campsite, and we're just gonna set up our tents and eat because we are hungry, and it's about 6 p.m. So get setting up here, and then I'll kind of show around campsite afterwards, but we're gonna eat first because we are hungry. So you said there's a lake down there? I started like running this winch and stuff. Yep. It's the dogs. Yes.
Mix it up.
So this is an actual horse farm, and there do be some horses out here. Ryan just pulled up here, coming in from the valley. And I forgot to mention, we met Gabe here. He was here when we arrived. Danny was unfortunately unable to make it this year, but he did make us a lot of cookies. So shout out to the homie Danny for making us cookies. And we didn't have to pay either. So this is another free thing that we got. This trip is just cost savings. Got the camp going here. And we are now heading over a little pond. Down in here somewhere. We got Evie. This is Ryan's mini Aussie. Look. Nope. The old Jeep. Dude, these things were tiny. This is like a side-by-side. Side-by-sides there.
There were like old cans and stuff in there last year.
Yeah, and like old boxes and stuff.
There's an old cam there, yeah.
So we did our walk-in from over yonder. Nice little pond right here. I'm thinking it's not cold, but it's pretty cold. Take that back. The gang goes for a walk. This is the other side of the farm. Really, really nice view. Oh yeah, I see the cows down there, yeah. Pretty good. That wraps up day one here of our little camping trip to Homer. So we're gonna get going to bed here and then get up tomorrow. We've got a few things that we think we want to hit planned. We'll go to the farmer's market for one thing, but yeah, we're just gonna call it quits here tonight and hit the hay. It's been a really nice day. I took a step outside of camp here so people don't think I'm schizophrenic talking to myself, but probably just looks even worse now that I'm further away. And hopefully there's some moose around here too, so we might be able to get to see some moose. But yeah, anyway, we're heading to bed, so we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, we're leaving camp right now, and we are headed to the bagel shop. So we didn't get a ton of sleep last night, but it's all good. A little bit tired today, but some bagels and coffee from the bagel shop down the street, maybe like 20 minutes down the street or so, with Mishka panting because he's so ready for bagels. Great place in Homer. We love going to the bagel shop. It's one of the few places in Alaska that makes homemade bagels. There's really not that many like storefront places that make homemade bagels that are good. So we always come to the bagel shop when we come here to Homer. We'll be heading there, then make a couple pit stops along the way. And then we will be doing some Homer activities. We might go to the beach today for a little bit, so I will keep you updated on that. But at least we're going to the farmer's market today in Homer, and then we'll see where we go from there. So until the bagel shop. Take your shirt. We're here at the Homer Farmers Market, and so there's no dogs allowed, so I'm just gonna run in and get some shots. Jessica's walking around, and the other members of the gang are walking around, and just kind of see some of the stuff that they have over at the Farmers Market there. What you buying?
Do you have any cash?
No.
Interesting, they have spruce tip syrup and rose hip syrup. Oh,
He's in
oh
our
my
car.
gosh, he looks so cute.
We're driving on the Homer Spit right now, and we're just gonna go walk the Spit for a little bit. There's all sorts of restaurants on the Spit. There's a couple outfitters if you're doing any like boat tours or anything like that. There's like some gift shops and things, some clothing stores. So we're just gonna go walk the Spit, do the normal Homer Spit activities, and then start heading back that way, and maybe go on a beach for a little bit. We'll see. Depends on how much time we have today. But we'll see you on Spit. Got the Deadliest Catch boat here on the left. The Time Bandit. There is an otter down yonder in the water.
Down yonder.
Right there.
The Habba.
Do you want to go across or?
Doing the dog submarine photo.
Get him out of there, weird.
So we just got off the spit and we are going to be heading to the Anchor Point Beach right now. You can drive on the beach there for a little bit, so if you're comfortable driving on the beach, if it's something you've done before, that's fine. If it's not something you're comfortable with, if you don't have, experience or people to help pull you out, maybe we're driving a rental or something like that, something you don't want to drive on the beach, there's a parking lot there, and you can just park in the parking lot, and it's really beautiful. Probably half an hour outside of Homer, and I'll throw it on the itinerary as well. But it's a nice little spot. You also pass it on your way into Homer, so if that's something that you ever want to do on your way into Homer and you have the time on the drive down, you can do that as well. So we're just gonna go there, drive on the beach for a little bit, and just kind of chill. There's like a nice little grassy area where you can just relax for a little bit, so it'll be nice. And then we'll head back into Homer, and we will probably go to Alibi for dinner tonight. The wings at Alibi are really good, and I don't think they're open on Sundays, and today's Saturday, so probably our last day to get there, because I think they're closed on Mondays as well. So go to Alibi, and then just kind of see where we go after Alibi. There's also a campground at Anchor Point Beach as well, so if you want to camp there, you can. It's a public campground, so they're all first come, first serve, and you can also camp if you're smart and don't camp below the tide line or anything. If you drive on the beach, there's a couple of camping spots there too, but like I said, don't drive on the beach if you're not comfortable with that. So we're gonna head over to Anchor Point Beach now, and we will see you there. Made it out here to the Anchor Point Beach. The parking lot is over here. It's the parking lot right there. So we are heading back into Homer now, just past the Welcome to Homer sign. We had some fun playing around on the beach over at Anchor Point, so if you go to the beach there at Anchor Point, you can just walk along the beach. It's nice because there's not as many people at that beach as there are at, the Homer Beach and stuff. There's still people there, and there's people that camp there and everything, but you're not going to see as many people walking on the beach there, so it's nice. Let the dogs run and everything. Had some fun driving down the beach, and we are going to go to Alibi right now, which, like I said earlier, is our favorite place to get wings. So we'll be heading into Alibi here shortly and go eat some wings, and then I think we might take one little detour along the way back to the campsite. So stay tuned for that, and then hit the campsite, go to bed, try to call it early tonight because we want to sleep, and it's been a busy day. So we'll see you over at Alibi.
But it doesn't look too slammed.
I'm just giving them off a bunch of rings.
Yeah, pretty good.
Sounds really good.
It's a little taste of them.
Never actually been to it.
No range?
Not in, you guys.
Those are like bacon fries. We don't want to use
Gotta eat it.
Drop.
And we are out, heading to our little surprise, Olsen Mountain Road. We just turned down the Olsen Mountain Road here, sure how well you can see the LED screen, but we are gonna try to drive down this as far as we can. It's kind of like a dirt gravelly road. Heard it might be a little bit more bumpy towards the end, but goes to an old Air Force radar station, and I believe the whole like radar station has been taken down, but I think it's a nice little overlook that's kind of like a gravel pit area now. Let's see if we can make it there. So we're driving down this Olsen mountain road here. I believe it was once a paved road that's since been, they just put dirt over it, so it's really bumpy like it is right now. So maybe not the best place to take a rental car. But anyway, there were two older ladies standing on each side of the road that we just drove like in between on this road. They were on the edges of the road, and they were just standing there like scarecrows. It was probably the most terrifying thing I've ever driven through in my life. I was so scared. And one of them was just like looking straight forward, and it was like some weird horror spooky movie stuff. So yeah, if we don't make it back alive, then I won't even be able to edit this video and you'll never see this. So
Yeah.
We are getting dusted. It's locked. Alright, so we made it to this gate thing on the Olsen Mountain Road, but it's locked, and I guess it's private property, which I didn't realize. Just looked like it was public property. So scratch that one. Don't waste the gas to come up here. It is a beautiful drive. It's just a really dusty road. But I will show you the sign here. It's right just on the other side. So yeah, private property, unfortunately, but that's all right. You know, whatever. You win some, you lose some. Back to the lobby. Lobby. Off we go. So the Olsen Road scenic overlook obviously didn't work out, but there's a really nice scenic overlook here right along Skyline Drive that we're pulling into right now, not far from where we were. So it's gonna pull in here, take in some of the nice scenery, and then head back to camp. Are you ready for Bubbles?
Yes.
To Bubbles Soda Parlor go 3 of us. The other 2 are too much of a wussies to have ice cream.
You get it, okay, mental chef comes. And the problem with this as well is...
So we just saw these moose here, 2 newborn moose. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get a little bit closer. I have my long lens on right now, so I'm pretty far away. So I'm gonna see if I can get a good angle on them without getting too close and disturbing them. There they are right there. Camp totem snake.
There you go. There's the one.
So we're settling in here at camp and getting ready to go to bed here. So we had an awesome day today, just really great getting out there, going out to the bagel shop, going on the spit, going to the beach was awesome, going to Alibi, and then even though we didn't make it all the way down that road that we were going to, it was still a fun time going out there and then, you know, going to get ice cream afterwards as well. So we'll get going to bed here pretty soon and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. We took our time at camp this morning getting ready. So it's about 11:30 right now and we're back at the bagel shop just to grab a quick bite to eat. We're gonna have a little bit of a slower day today, not as much. Gabe left this morning. He had to get back to work. So it's just the rest of the crew, Steve, Jamie, and Ryan and his family, and Jess, obviously. After the bagel shop, we're gonna head down to the Oldtown section of Homer. There's a bookstore that Jessica likes to go to down there and there's a couple other stuff down there. You can also walk on the beach down there. It's a nice little access spot to walk on the beach, so I'll include that on the itinerary as well. And then after the Oldtown section of Homer, we'll probably go to a meadery or a winery, or maybe both. And we're just having a pretty chill day today. Mishka's freaking out because there's a dog here on the back side of the bagel shop. But yeah, we'll probably go down to camp, eat dinner at camp, and call it early, and then leave tomorrow. Brother, I can't talk when you're yapping back there. I'm going to go into the bagel shop here with everybody else, and then we'll start heading to the Oldtown section of Homer. We've had a great trip so far, and looking forward to one more awesome day down here in Homer.
Figure out how to back up. Yellow.
So we're in the Oldtown section of Homer here, so we're just going to kind of walk around. There's a couple of stores on the street here, and then there is the beach right behind us that I will show you guys. We're heading right now to the Bear Creek Winery and go have some drinks there and then just go back to camp and kind of have a chill day. Just looking forward to relaxing a little bit today. We had a pretty active day yesterday, so over to the winery we go.
Messes it up unless I guess you or something. Some kid.
Thank you, sir. Into the gardens we go. We are in the winery gardens.
Way more pretty. All the flowers green.
It's already pretty.
It's very cool.
But I know what you mean, like everything kind of fills in.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty flowers.
some hair.
Dude, hold on, dude, I'm crying.
I just inhaled a bunch of smoke.
It's not the song.
I'm so excited. Hold that. I'll get the Reese's ready.
Why don't you wrap it around?
We're sitting around the campfire here and getting ready to go to bed soon. That pretty much wraps up our Homer trip, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We only paid for gas, lodging, and food, so if you're ever looking to come to Homer and you want some low-cost things to do, then check out the itinerary below. As always, a like, a share, or a subscribe is always appreciated, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks.